Hello everybody. I am the student of Kailis Education Ankola, B.Ed first year student, and today we are going to learn the prose The Emperor's New Clothes. Let's see what's there in the lesson. The Emperor's New Clothes, a play based on a folk tale. Once upon a time there lived a proud and foolish emperor who was very fond of wearing new clothes. To him, new clothes meant more than anything else in the world. Indeed, he spent so many hours every day in his dressing room trying out new clothes that he had very little time to attend to the affairs of his kingdom. Scene 1. A hall in the Emperor's palace. Emperor. Useless. All these clothes are useless. Not one of the suits can be worn by me. Chief Advisor. Your Majesty, these are the best that could get for you today. The best? Did you say? If they are the best, then my empire is full of worthless tailors. Banish them all, send them, one and all, out of the country. I want new clothes. Want new clothes. I want a tailor who can make me different set of clothes every day. You may go now. Come to me only when you find a new tailor. Emperor, have you something more to say? Chief Advisor, Your Majesty, since yesterday 2 weavers from a distant place have been waiting outside the palace to see you. Emperor, weavers? But I don't need weavers. I want good tailors. I want tailors who will make me new clothes. Chief Advisor, Your Majesty, these men say that they have found a secret way of weaving the finest silk cloth and making the most beautiful clothes from the cloth that they weave. They claim to be our magic tailors. Emperor, magic tailors who make the most beautiful clothes? Then why are you wasting your time here? Go and bring them in at once. The 2 weavers entered the court and bowed to the emperor. Emperor, come in, my men. I hear you have some very fine clothes to show me. The clothes that you may must be very wonderful indeed. First weaver, they are, Your Majesty, but before we begin our work, we require a large quantity of the finest silk and the purest gold thread. Second weaver, and we must also have several jewels to sew on Your Majesty's new clothes. Emperor, of course, my chief advisor will provide for you whatever you want. You will given a room in the palace to make the new clothes, and you shall not leave the palace till you have completed the work. I shall wear the new clothes in the procession that I am expected to lead 2 days later. First weaver, pardon us, Your Majesty, we have no new clothes just now to show you. We have come here to explain to you that we have discovered a magic way of making the most beautiful silk cloth. Second weaver, which is so finely woven and has so many rich colors and also such attractive patterns that only great emperor like you can wear clothes made from it. Emperor, well, tell me something about the clothes you make from this wonderful cloth. First weaver, Your Majesty, if you wear a suit made out of this cloth, only wise men can see what you are wearing, but fools will not be able to see it at all. Second weaver, and by wearing these clothes, you will be able to judge your ministers and your officers very easily. Only those who are clever and fit for the job will see what you wear. Those who are foolish and unfit for the work will not see anything. Emperor, excellent. Wearing a suit made from their cloth, I will not only get a new set of clothes, but I will also be able to find out who are fit to manage the affairs of my kingdom and who are not. Scene 2. A room in the palace. Chief Advisor. His Majesty has sent me here to find out how the weavers are getting on their work. They seem to be working very hard. But where is the cloth on their looms? Good heavens, I can't see anything on the looms. First weaver. Ah, there you are, sir. We are expecting you. Step this way, if you please. Second weaver. Don't you like the pattern, sir? The circles and the flowing lines are good, aren't they? Advisor. The circles and the flowing line? Yes, they are very good. First weaver. And the colors, we hope the emperor will like the dark red and the sky blue colors on the gold background. Chief Advisor. Dark red, sky blue and the gold background. Chief Advisor. I am sure that His Majesty will like the colors very much. Second weaver. You may tell His Majesty how hard we have been working. But we need some more silk and gold thread to complete the work and some more jewels sieve into His Majesty's new clothes. Both the weavers. Thank you, Your Excellency. Chief Advisor. Heaven help me. There was nothing on their looms, but the weavers had said only wise men can see the clothes that we make. Those who cannot see them are fools, unfit for their jobs. Am I a fool? Am I unfit for my post? I must scoot my special assistant to see what really is happening here. Scene 3. The special assistant enters the room. He shows a great surprise. Assistant. Good heavens! What are these two weavers doing? I don't see any cloth anywhere. First weaver. Ah, sir, step this way, if you please. Second weaver. We hope the work we are done will please you as it has pleased the Chief Advisor. Special Assistant. The Chief Advisor told me that he was very happy with your work. First weaver. Look and see how beautiful the circles and the flowing lines are. Second weaver. And the colors, the dark red and the sky blue on the gold background. Special Assistant. Yes, they are very good, but His Majesty would like to know when the new clothes will be ready. First weaver. Will we be working on the looms the whole night now? Second weaver. Tell His Majesty that the new clothes will be ready tomorrow morning. Special Assistant. Thank you very much. His Majesty will be very happy to hear that. Oh Lord, help me. Am I a fool? Am I unfit for the job? I don't know. But I must keep the secret to myself. Scene 4. The Palace Hall. First weaver. Here, Your Majesty, are the coat and the trousers which you will wear in the procession. Second weaver. The coat in his hand, and here, Your Majesty, is your coat which you will wear over the suit. First weaver. May we request Your Majesty to come to the dressing room so that we may help you to wear the new clothes. Advisor. Your Majesty, people are waiting outside to see you in your new clothes. It would please them very much if you show yourself on the balcony before the procession sets out. Emperor. Certainly, my good Chief Advisor. I have just put on the wonderful clothes these tailors have made for me. I will come as soon as I am. Emperor is seen coming out of the dressing room almost naked and walking through the hall towards the balcony. The courtiers show great surprise to see the emperor having little clothes on his body. No one says anything because they have been told that only wise men will be able to see the emperor's new clothes, and the fools and the people who are unfit for their post will not see them. Loud cheers were heard from the crowd standing on the road outside. When the emperor reaches the balcony, cheers stops all of a sudden and there is pin drop silence. Then the voice of a little child is heard crying out with laughter. Look, look, daddy, the emperor has no clothes at all. Has the king become very poor? Doesn't he have money to buy clothes? In this prose, we get the message how we have to be wise in our day to day activities. We should not be carried away by the foolishness of the people or by the king was foolish enough in spending all his money in buying the new clothes. But both the weavers fooled him due to their wiseness and made others also to shut their mouth. Hope you have liked this chapter. Thank you.